Hello everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. My name is Dusty Suela and I'm on here today to talk to you just a little bit about some nutrition, some healthy habits, and remaining positive and healthy through this time of the unknown. So I own Panda Marie in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I help people to live the life they love naturally. So I'm a nutritionist and a holistic therapist. I also teach yoga, and I just help people to make healthy choices and try to inspire and motivate them. So today I'm going to talk about some different healthy habits that you and your family can adopt or start to do throughout this weird time as we move forward. All of our routines have changed. So for me, mine has changed 100%. I was very, very busy prior to this, seeing clients, lots and lots of yoga classes, and now I'm home quite a bit. So my schedule and my routine has changed. So one of the main things that I recommend for people is to have an actual routine. So, you can get something similar to this on Pinterest or online, or you can make your own. And what I do here is I have Sunday through Saturday, and like I said, my routine's changed, so I had to adapt and get used to this new routine. And I also, we're a few weeks into this whole new process, and I had to find what worked for me and what I liked and what I didn't. So it was kind of that trial and error. So for me, my routine, on Sundays, I plan and prep for the day, not quite like I used to because I don't have as much food on hand, but I plan for my day every single day. And some of the different options that I have here, if you can kind of see, coffee, avocado, eggs, spinach, making a little egg bake. Here I have a protein. So I use a Panda Marie protein, which is a low carb protein option, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So finding that protein powder, maybe that works really good for you. Dinner, we grill a lot, so grilled vegetables, grilled protein, and I love cottage cheese, so that's my healthy fat. So every day is a little bit different, but I kind of try to use some of the same foods, just with different recipes. So I plan this out depending on obviously your family. If you have little kids, or if it's just you and your husband, or if you're your spouse, or if you're home by yourself, just plan this out and try to stick to this plan so that you can adapt and adopt a new routine. I also have in here some of my favorite things too, because I think that throughout this time, at the beginning, I was kind of eating some different things that I don't typically eat, and I was overdoing it, and I was feeling icky inside. I wasn't feeling good. I didn't like how my clothes were fitting, and I was feeling kind of lethargic. So what I've done on here, so like Tuesdays and Saturdays, I have my days where I love popcorn and M&Ms. So I have that on those 2 days a lot of times. Or like tonight, I'm gonna make some cookies with my boys, and we're gonna make kind of like a ice cream cookie thing. But I have it planned out, and I don't do it every day, because if we start to do, have some of those splurges more often, we don't really appreciate them quite as much. So this way, I'm really looking forward to this little splurge tonight, and really going to enjoy it, savor it, be mindful, and then look forward to that again in a couple days. So on here, like I said, just lots of different options. So I have it pretty much planned out. I also have for my week different options of snacks here. So I have some of my favorite healthy snacks written down. Almonds, 1% cottage cheese, berries, celery, and powdered peanut butter. So PB2 or a natural peanut butter would be fine too. Cucumbers with a dip. So what I do is I make using plain Greek yogurt, I mix in either some ranch, a ranch packet, or an Italian packet, or the French onion soup mix. And that's really, really good with vegetables. a side salad. So having salad made up in the fridge, half of a different kind of fruit. So half of a banana or half of an apple or half of a serving size of a pineapple, because those are a little bit higher in carbs. So I try to keep my carbs somewhat lower. Yeah, so hummus is another one. Vegetables and hummus is another good option. An egg white omelet. So what I do with that is I have a bunch of vegetables always cut up in my fridge. And so I buy the container, like the carton of the egg whites, and I'll saute the vegetables and pour the egg whites in. And it's a really nice option. So planning your week out is very, very important, very crucial. But also knowing that, say if there's a day where you get off track and you maybe eat a little bit more than you typically would, that the sun always rises again. You can always start fresh. Just not letting it go, if it's a Wednesday and you get off track, and then not letting it go until the next Monday, because that's when we start to feel worse and worse, and the scale starts to change and our clothes start to get a little tight. So knowing that each new day is an option for a fresh start. One of my go-to breakfast options is a fruit parfait. So I have these mason jars, and I use this to make salads also, but this fruit and yogurt parfait is one of my favorite go-tos. And what it is I just put frozen berries in the bottom of here, about a half of a cup. And then here I mix my favorite yogurt. So a couple different options that I use. The Yoplait or the Light and Fit 80 calorie Greek yogurt. Or there's another one that I use that's lower carb, and it's called Too Good. So TWO Good. And I mix in with the yogurt in a separate container, in the little container that it comes in, a scoop of my protein. So this Panda Marie protein is low carb. It has the MCT oil in it, which is a great, the medium chain triglyceride, which is great for speeding up your metabolism, but also keeping you full for a longer period of time. And it doesn't have any gluten, and it's also free from any artificial sweeteners, so it has monk fruit in it. So for me, just with my own personal sensitivities and allergies, I have this wonderful formulated protein powder that is available here at my studio in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Panda Marie. But it is just find your protein powder that works really good for you. This one might not work well for others, so I have it in for other people, but I have it in vanilla and also in chocolate. So I mix just one scoop with the yogurt, and then I layer that. So I have the fruit, and then I have the yogurt and protein, and then here I have a little bit of granola. So just a lower carb granola. You could also put some almonds on the top, and then that way this is made for me either for breakfast or for lunch or for a snack. I've had it at all those times because I love it. I really look forward to it. This is an option. The other thing that I do is I try to drink lots of water throughout the day. So for me, I drink anywhere from 80 to 100 ounces of water. So in here, it's morning time here, so I have my branched chain amino acids here, and this will help because I already worked out this morning and I taught a yoga class on Zoom. And so this helps replenish my muscles, the amino acids do, after my workout or after just in the morning, and it helps me kind of stay full, I guess I would say. But then after this is done, I put in some lemon, or you can use fresh lemon, in my water. So I drink 3 of these a day minimum, sometimes 4, and this helps to keep me full. It's also, water is great for our systems, for our organs. So have a water bottle that you like, and I like to have a bigger one because then I don't have to fill it up quite as much. Options there. Lemon also helps to reduce your stomach acids, so it keeps you from having that rumbly, the growling of the stomach. So lemon and lime can help with that. Also, knowing that warm things are more satisfying. So a lot of times in the afternoon, I'll have some decaf tea, and that helps me to stay fuller longer. And then another thing that I do quite a bit is I have my Ninja here, and I make up, so this is kind of our It's called a green smoothie. And in here, I don't know if you can see it all, but I have spinach, coconut milk, I have powdered peanut butter, my protein powder, a little bit of lemon, and some ice. So I have this made up, and you can actually make these for your week, have them in the fridge for your kids. You can make, look on Pinterest. I have some on my website, and make up those smoothies ahead of time. Just put them in a freezer bag, and you can either keep them in the fridge or in the freezer. So they're already portioned out, and this is something easy. You literally just pour it into your, Ninja container, your blender, and then you just blend it, so it's ready to go. So that's another healthy option. And then here, one more thing that I have is, with my protein powder, we make energy bites or protein balls. So these are lower carb, which is a great option, but they're kind of sweet, they are sweet, kind of like a cookie dough. And these are made up, ready to go, and just a really good option. So for midday, if you need a little something to get you through, or you're having a little craving, this is a great option. This is a sugar cookie protein bite. So lots of different options, online recipes. It's prepping, which is sometimes the work, but it helps to get you through the week. Another thing as an option are freezer meals. So these freezer meals, you just get freezer bags, and you can make up, so there's 6 beef patties in here. These ones have some cheddar and a little bit of bacon mixed in. So you just put them in the freezer and they're ready to go. Once again, you would plan or prep on the weekend or whenever you have time. And that way it's ready to go. You literally take this out in the morning and then you can grill them at night. This one is a keto crock pot barbecue chicken. So chicken breasts in here, and then you add your whatever kind of sauces, barbecue, teriyaki, whatever you want. You literally just put it in your crock pot and it cooks all day long, and then it's ready to go. So super easy options. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret for me. So I personally don't love to prep or cook, really. That's not my favorite thing to do. I've adapted to that quite a bit more because my husband is still working outside of the home. But an option that I have available here at my studio, and also you can look online, but Lindsay Trotter is her name, and she owns Chilled LLC, and she's located in Center Point, Iowa, but she will ship to anywhere, and she takes all the work out of it for you. So she has great options for kids, for all different sources, or all different kinds. Say if you have an allergy to gluten, or you're eating low carb, or you have different sensitivities, she'll make these meals specifically for you. And she is just wonderful. I'm so impressed with her and all of her products. So look her up. She's on social media. So she has made a lot of these things for me, but really it's pretty simple, and I've had to adapt to doing that myself. But Chilled, Lindsay Trotter, she's amazing. Highly recommend. So here at what I do a lot of times, and what I kind of stick to personally, just to eat a healthy lifestyle or continue this healthy lifestyle, I don't personally recommend doing diets, because a lot of times we fail on those, or we only do those for so long, and then we go back to the way we were eating before. And if you completely eliminate all the things that you love, you want them again. And then sometimes if you eliminate them for a while, and then when you go back to them, you want them even more. So what I personally do is I set people's macros for them, or I have my own macro set. So a macro is macronutrients, and it consists of protein, fats, and carbs. So proteins could be your favorite protein powder, but it could also be chicken, fish, tuna, eggs, tofu, beans, legumes. You get to choose what you want for your protein. And then fats, so healthy fats, so like avocado, yogurt, you get to choose whatever kind of fat, cheese, but I would set those numbers. And then carbs, so for me, I choose very low carb fruit options. I use low carb tortillas. The Mission low carb tortillas are one of my go-tos. And a lot of times, well, one of my favorite lunches is the low carb Mission wrap. And then I'll put a little bit of hummus, a little bit of peppered turkey, some cucumber, tomato, a little bit of spinach, and I'll wrap it up, and that's lunch. So just a super simple option, but that way I'm getting in my carb with the protein, a little bit of fat with, or I put a little cheese on there too, so that's the fat. Some veggies, which is crucial and important, and then the protein is the turkey. So, and then that'll be my lunch alongside a little bit of 1% cottage cheese. So that's kind of my favorite little go-to lunch. So what I do is I set people's macros, and I stick to that personally, and I try to, I personally put them all into an app, but you can make this simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated by putting everything into an app. Totally an option for you. I also have my BMR set, so my basal metabolic rate. So it's different for everybody. So I'm in my 40s. I am pretty active. I do yoga every day. I also do cardio about 4 or 5 times a week. 30 minutes or so is usually my goal, not every week, but I try to stick with that. And I take different things into consideration. So for each person, your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, your calories for the day are different. So there's lots of apps out there where you could figure it out, or you can reach out to me and I can help you to figure that out as well. So that's kind of what I stick to, making sure, some of those just extra healthy habits, making sure you kind of keep a positive attitude through this weird time, this unknown time. So trying to stay positive. We have 60 to 80,000 thoughts that come into our mind. 90% of them are the same as yesterday. So if you're finding that you're full of fear, or you're sad, or you're having feelings that aren't positive, try to change those just a little bit, or look at the situation in a different light. Maybe looking at that silver lining with that situation. So I know it can be definitely difficult during this time, but it's there. That positive spin can be there. Being active is very, very important. So that can help to reduce stress. It can reduce depression and anxiety. So getting some physical activity, getting outside if it's nice, connecting with nature just a little bit. And for me, I always, I meditate quite a bit. I do a lot of yoga, and that is what really has helped me mentally. So having a yoga practice, a meditation practice, just a mindful practice too, and that can be just as simple as you connecting with all your senses. So a little practice with that would be to just close your eyes. Let's try this. So you can just sit wherever you're at, and let's just try this for a moment. So we're going to close our eyes, and I want you to notice what you're smelling. All right. Now notice what you're hearing, if you can hear anything. Feeling the earth beneath you, whether you're standing or sitting, whatever you're sitting on. And notice your heart beating. Noticing your breathing. Let your shoulders relax just a little bit. Very good. So that is just a super simple little mindful practice that you can do to kind of bring you back to the present moment. And for me, I try to be grateful, so I list out my things that I'm grateful for every day. I list a lot of them out. And then in the evening, I do a little bit of reflection, so on my day. So what went really good today? What did I learn today? What did I accomplish today? So some of those little habits are great ways to live this healthy lifestyle. So this last little thing I have here, this is a little family bingo. So you can make this as cute or as creative as you would like. So what I've done with this, and I just drew this out, but you can there's templates and stuff online. So the top has bingo, and then I made, of course, the squares. And then you can make this in accordance to your family, or however old your kids are, or if it's just you and your spouse. Of course, the center one, center square, is a free one. And then on here, I have different healthy exercises or healthy things. So when any of these things are done, each person would have maybe a different, you could use pennies, you can use pieces of paper with their name on them, or, there's lots of different ways that you could do this, but on here I have some options. Would be to walk the dog, drink 10 ounces of water, sweep or vacuum the house, call a elder relative and just say hello, 10 minutes of yoga, take your vitamins, eat some veggies, smile, dance, exercise for 10 minutes, load and unload the dishwasher, plan a healthy dinner. So these are just some fun little things that you can do, and whoever wins, maybe each person can make up their own little card in your family, or you can use one with different names, but specify this for your family, and then whoever gets the bingo, the family bingo, maybe you guys go for, you walk up to the nearest Dairy Queen and that's, or something like that, some sort of reward, but this will help to get your family active, and these are all healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally healthy options for you and your family to try. So once again, my name is Dusty Suela. I think that it's really important to try to practice this positive, healthy living during this time as we adapt to this new lifestyle. So life is very, very awesome. I'm very, very lucky for, just my health and my family, and yoga, thank goodness for yoga, and my mental state. So I'm in a good place, but I have to continue to work at it. So thank you all for joining me, and I will talk to you guys hopefully soon. You can check out more information on my website, naturallyfeelingbetter.com. Feel free to reach out. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on the Challenge to Change team, so I'm very honored to be on that team with so many wonderful friends, and just reach out if you have any questions, and I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy. Bye-bye.